Okay, so you can talk about the next subject, sweetie, because that's gross. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is gross when they show up and they didn't change their clothes and they have poor oral hygiene. They didn't brush their teeth and they smell like cigarettes or pot. That's a big turnoff.
They show up drunk. They show up smelling like alcohol. Now, it's very common for the women and the men in a swinging dating thing to have a glass of wine so that they relax a little bit, but to smell like alcohol or to smell like pot, some people just don't want to be around that. That's another thing, is give fair warning. Say 420 or whatever you're going to say on your text and your profile, because it gives people a warning that that's what you want to do. There's been cases where I have jobs where you still get tested. Believe it or not, in this day and age, they still get tested. And if it was still against the federal law. The state laws can say it's okay, but the federal law, if it's still no, what it means is that you can still get fired for it. So you don't want to test positive for marijuana use. And cigarette use has its own smells that people who don't smoke don't like. We don't smoke, and so others don't smoke. And it's also, so oral hygiene is another thing. Brush your teeth, use mouthwash, chew gum. Some people get nervous, so they chew gum. That's something else they do. I do. I like to make gum when I'm talking to people, especially if you're that close or you're thinking about something intimate. You don't want to have bad breath. You don't want to smell like pot. So just remember that. There have been a lot of couples who, if you show up and want to do pot, you bring it out at your own house even, they'll walk away from it, sneak away from it, they'll leave. So just to keep that in mind, you want to be very upfront about drug use. There are people who have gone to seemingly normal people who brought out extreme drugs, and that's not something you want to do. You want to warn them first, because they'll walk away. And be quick about walking away if that offends you. Just do it politely. Say, no, we're not into that. We had to say, look, no, our jobs are too important for this. So we walked away.